I wasn't raised in this, but you know, it's once it gets in your blood, you have to do it. God gave us dominion over these animals for our food, and we're just exercising that dominion. None of us are getting rich at it, I'll tell you that. So, you know, the concept of rich ranchers, that's a thing of the past.
Not too long ago, the wool market was so low that we didn't even sell that year's crop. We just kept it in the warehouse. Last winter was very severe. We had a blizzard come through and the sheep scattered. We ended up losing a total of about 400 head. I guess we're really optimistic. I always say next year's going to be better than last year. So I think maybe we just get those good years enough to keep us going.
You're not making the money like they did when Albert's grandmother started this. They used to fund the whole operation for the whole year just on the money they got from the wool. And now you're lucky if you can get enough to pay the shearers.
En los Estados Unidos, como trasquiladores, trabajamos de febrero a mayo. Nosotros empezamos en Cheyenne, Wyoming, luego vamos para Montrose, Warren Junction. Nos pagan aproximadamente de $2 a $3 por cada animal. Entonces, si hacemos, por ejemplo, 100, haríamos unos $300 por día. Aunque no todos trabajamos igual, otros trabajan más rápido, otros más lento. Bueno, la esquila yo comencé el año 2005, entonces ya casi 20 años, son 4 meses aproximadamente, y los otros 8 meses en el Perú. Ese es el tiempo que nos dedicamos en el trabajo y en la familia. Durante la campaña de trasquila vivimos aquí 3 personas, y aquí, pues como pueden ver, aquí cocinábamos. Y aquí duerme un trabajador, allí arriba otro y otro al fondo. Y así están nuestras cosas, están un poco desordenadas, pero aquí vivimos. Cada día cocinamos aquí. Aquí está nuestro refrigerador, aquí están nuestras cosas. Y pues cada día hacemos lo mismo. Y después del trabajo salimos y aquí nos duchamos, ahí está la ducha también. No tenemos luz, solo cuando prendemos el generador en la noche. Aquí está mi control de trabajo. Ayer trabajamos solamente 1 hora, trasquilé 25 borregas. Hoy, por ejemplo, hoy es 25 y hoy hice 62, solo eso. Este trabajo generalmente es para jóvenes. Yo tengo, por ejemplo, 44 años. Probablemente puedo trabajar hasta los 50 años sin problemas, pero luego quizá ya tengo que retirarme del trabajo.
The mid-1940s, there was about 60 million sheep in this country. That was the apex of sheep production in the United States, and it's gone in a precipitous, almost vertical decline down to where we are today, about 5 million head of sheep in this country. So you can see on the percentage basis how big a decline that was. If you look back in history, wool was the major component from World War I, World War II, and the Korean War. All the American soldiers wore some sort of wool type based uniforms. It's warm, it's fire resistant, it's stain resistant. From a practical standpoint, it just seemed like the ideal fiber component for soldiers and for uniforms. It was deemed as a strategic commodity, which meant it got price support from the American government. So if you raised a good quality product, you got paid for that. And so it made people strive to raise high quality wool that the American industry could use. Right after World War II, the synthetic fibers, nylon, rayon, orlons have kind of taken the place of it, and that really started the decline of the sheep numbers throughout the United States. And the fact that about 3 or 4 million GIs came back from Southeast Pacific and had been fed mutton consistently, and those GIs came back to the United States in a mass and said, don't eat any more lamb, don't eat any more sheep products. It was nasty and left an indelible impression upon probably 2 to 3 generations of American consumers. We're still suffering the side effects of that. Once that cascade effect started, once you start losing sheep numbers, pretty soon you start losing sheep shearers, and pretty soon you start losing infrastructure. The whole thing just kind of cascaded all together. And I'm not sure there's another animal species that has that sort of a story.
Catch a lamb.
Catch a lamb.
Live up on the lamb. It's not all about money. I mean, money's good, but it's not all about money. Where's Misty at? Probably almost any time the land would be more profitable if you were looking to sell it. There's Misty.
Right there.
Hi, cutie. I mean, I look at a lot as heritage. So I'm not sure the heritage is going to continue, but I'd like to see it continue on with one of my children, but we'll see how that plays out.
I don't have very many friends in the farm life. Right now I'm in early childhood education. I'm an infant care provider, but I like working on the ranch too. You're able to be out in nature. It worries me a little, like last winter, the heavy wind and rain and snowstorms. It worries me about that financially, but I look forward to it. If it came down to it, I would love to take over and be the next generation of it.
I would just like to see the sheep industry itself continue, so that would just be one small part. And it's a good way of living.